They said.
Are you serious? Oh, this is not a spring chicken. I'm just hearing from Oldecam. Yes, healthcare is still the hot topic, and I'm sure it's too important not to do. Right? I know. Just wait till you hear what he has to say about it, because there's a lot to say about healthcare. Yeah. And you think it's all going to make healthcare better? We've got some news for you. We're going to bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Senator Black's apology for slavery.
I know this is getting to be asinine, folks. I hate to tell you this, but I don't apologize for something I didn't do. And I don't know if anybody today had anything to do with slavery, do you?
No, I don't. So why are they?
Because you got to look at the color of our president. Look for reparations to start being paid soon.
Yeah, but here's the deal: it was the black slave traders that were selling the blacks into slavery.
That's right.
And it wasn't just the blacks; the Asians were doing it.
It was a whole bunch of white guys that fought to free them. So nobody owes them an apology.
Yeah, and then the Asians brought the Asians over for.
They're not apologizing for bringing the coolies over from China.
No.
They're not apologizing for bringing the mix over from Ireland. Are the ones from Mexico, or how about the Germans over from the Deutschland?
Well, if they start, how should we say, making reparations for the descendants of people that were enslaved, then I should get some because I'm Asian.
And my mother's an American Indian.
Right?
That's right. I deserve more than anybody.
The end game in Iran: 4 ways the crisis may resolve.
Well, yeah, the only way it was going to resolve was the Ayatollah was going to tell everybody that it was a unanimous victory for his party. And no matter how it was going to be, it was going to be a unanimous victory for his party.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as an Islamic Republic.
Obama facing some doubts among Americans.
Well, yeah, they said they're fine. Okay, actually, people that could add are starting to come up with the figures that if the majority of the Republicans don't support you, the majority of the independents don't support you, and you no longer have 80% of the Democrats supporting you, you can't have a 69% approval rating.
I mean, some people are learning how to add.
I know.
Officials, U.S. tracking suspicious ship from North Korea for weapons.
Yeah, well, they can't do anything to stop it because they don't have the authority. It's an act of war if they do anything, so Obama won't do anything.
Democrats cut costs, pare back subsidies, and health care bill.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they said it's going to be passed with no bipartisan support. It's going to raise taxes on everything that everybody does, no matter who you are. And they're going to probably have a national sales tax added to everything else, too.
Oh, well, you get that health care whether you want it or not.
You're going to go to jail, it looks like, if you don't take health care.
Really?
That's right.
Whoa. What about the people that can't afford health care?
Doesn't make any difference. You don't get it, you either get health care or go to jail.
Ouch. Cash for clunkers bill passes in bid to revive car sales.
It does you no good whatsoever. They'll give you $4,500 on any clunker to get you by the down payment thing. The trick is you can't get by the loan problem. It's the loan where the problem is.
Well, and part of it is they did that cash for clunkers in Germany, and they found out that, the people weren't buying all the German cars.
That's right.
Which is what they wanted. 6% see U.S. administration as pro-Israel.
Yeah, that's not
That's
good.
pretty low.
That's 6% of the Jews.
Oh, is that what it is?
And they're major supporters of the Democratic Party, and now they know that Obama supports Muslims. Gee.
Didn't they realize? They didn't realize that before?
No.
Oh. Attorney says Alan Stanford has surrendered to FBI in Virginia.
Well, he says he's done nothing wrong. Actually, probably they can't prove. What he did was he lost money. And if you lose money, you're obviously a criminal.
Yeah, but people lose money all the time. Just
know,
ask anyone in Vegas.
Remember, we have a hostility towards business in this nation at the moment.
Oh, that's true. First person pilot deaths while in flight are very rare.
Okay, you know why there is a pilot and a co-pilot in a cockpit?
Oh, so the co-pilot.
The co-pilot can always bring the plane in. You don't need 2 people to fly the things. You have to just have one person today to monitor the equipment.
Obama, Congress consider tackling immigration reform.
Yeah. They're trying to figure out, they want to have all these people citizens so they can legally vote during the next election. Yeah.
Olive Garden backtracks on pulling Letterman ads over joke.
No. What they specifically did was they said, we have decided not to continue to advertise because our advertising was up. Yeah, see, they're trying to have it both ways,
Pelosi backs self-sufficient public health plan.
which means it's got to, this morning, they said it is too important not to get through. They'll work out the details on how to finance it after it's been passed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, this is the same woman yesterday that said that she's sick and tired of the Congressional Budget Office, which is supposed to be independent, not giving rosy scenarios to things that they put out.
I thought they were supposed to be independent.
They're not. She's going to have them all fired. Her and the Senate leaders will have them all fired.
GM hopes to beat predictions with speedy bankruptcy exit.
Well, why? All they got to judge is simply going to, okay, it will go to Sonia Mayer's court, and guess who's being named to the Supreme Court? Yeah. Like,
And then they're going to say that anybody that they owe money to, they don't owe them anymore?
That's right.
And then they'll come out of bankruptcy?
That's right.
Oh. See how that works? Doctor signal, they'll work with Obama.
That is the biggest bunch of BS. The same doctors that were booing him, BS said the other day, doctors were dancing on the tables and cheering about the fact that they're going to get less pay, longer hours, and have the government tell them what they can and cannot do. They were just crazy about that.
Don't people always like things like that?
See, remember in Europe and their hippodromes, they do what people would think was booing. Here, it's actually, that was European cheers of greatness.
Oh, okay. Judge to review Cheney interview in CIA leak case.
Well, yeah, they're trying to still get him convicted over the Valerie Prame thing. And, okay,
what?
It's not if they're going to send Bush and Cheney to jail. It's just a matter of when Obama's going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Ensign helped mistress's husband get 2 jobs.
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't because he was trying to keep him quiet. It was just because he was trying to have more fun with the wife.
He was probably and my guess is, I don't even know these jobs, but they were probably jobs that included a lot of travel and were very busy.
That's how that works.
Yeah. An exceptionally soggy June for many in U.S.
Okay.
Yep.
It's got to do with George Bush destroying the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah, it's his fault.
Yeah.
House puts new restrictions on Gitmo clothing.
Yeah, they're not going. Okay, Obama's going to bring 50 of them here for trial. They're not supposed to be any of them here for trial. And basically, the Democrats are getting pissed. They don't want those people here because they know they're going to be released.
You don't want them here. Of course, it's getting really expensive to pay all these countries. I mean, actually, with all the money they're paying them, they could have just kept Gitmo open.
Yeah, they've put out more for the ones going to the stupid island that we own in the Pacific than it would cost to keep Gitmo open.
Oh, I was just saying that.
$22 million a person there, I think.
How much does it cost to keep Gitmo open?
$80 million.
Oh, right.
And the 4 people alone, he's spending more.
Yeah. Gates calls funding support for F-22 in-house a big problem.
Well, yeah, we're basically, what happens when the Democrats come in, they cut defense spending. And when the Republicans come in, it then costs more money than it would have cost to keep the programs going to rebuild them.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I figure, though, that if we have a war, Obama's simply going to surrender again. Okay, BS the other day said, simply, everyone in this country imagine this. Obama is President of the United States at World War II instead of Franklin Roosevelt. Today, you would be you'd be reading this and watching everything in German and Japanese.
That's right. Fed's next job figuring out just who is too big.
They said any business is too big now.
Really?
Family-owned business can be too big.
Mother charged $80,000 for per download for illegal downloads.
The music industry cannot get it through their heads. The more you attack the people that you have to do business with, the less business they're going to do with you.
Ooh. Retailers abandoned Detroit. America's 11th largest city doesn't have a single big chain grocery store, nor do they have a Chrysler dealership.
That's because people don't want to do business in that city.
Really?
That's right.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, you know that you're conservative when you would rather be bitten by fleas than be seen in public in a swimsuit.
Ooh.